Okay, recording this video after close of trade Monday, 25th of July 2011. Not terribly interesting day today. We're really just waiting for some more news on this debt ceiling shenanigans. And saw a lot of markets where we had fairly, low volume days, amateur type days, some doji patterns on the bond markets. We sold off pre-open on the Emini Sunday night into the open on Monday by almost 20 points or so. When we had the open, we were opening kind of down 12, and we kind of had a little bit of a gap fill kind of day, but not a great deal of conviction in any way. Only about 1.4 million contracts traded. Just on the 40,500 tip bar chart, so the highest time frame tip bar chart that I look at, we got caught by this pullback in an uptrend cyclical support area here and have rallied off that, and that's kind of in a bit bigger picture where we've had this sell-off 2 weeks ago, kind of ending with exhaustion selling, flush patterns and so on, and then the rally that we saw last week. So this is just kind of testing this a little bit. Don't think we've seen kind of exhaustion buying on the upside, so on this highest time frame we need to see some kind of end of trend, I'd have thought, on the upside. When we start looking at kind of longer term trend line charts, you can see we're stuck again inside a congestion zone here between rising and falling trend lines, and these white bars just show congestion, which means we're going to break out of here into a trend move. I must admit it looks like it's kind of gathering energy to go long, and that potentially is the politicians' kind of brinkmanship, kind of take things to the very edge, and then they actually do a deal at the last minute and everything looks hunky-dory and we kind of rally on forward. So I suppose it's starting to look like a break to the upside, but in the meantime, just looking down at the 40,500 tip bar chart the last couple of days, this is what I'm using for my day trading. So Thursday's activity into Friday's activity, we topped out on Thursday with exhaustion buying, end of trend, and then you can see this move here, all amateur up bars, Rambo patterns and so on. And then the next time we kind of tested back up there, a lot of blue professional bars, flush signals, flushing out the last of the buyers at that point, and we kind of fell off, and this is kind of the Sunday night activity, kind of pre-open on Monday. But then all the professionals kind of came in at the low here, and then we had this rally, which was a fairly gutless rally today, and we've ended up with exhaustion buying on the upside here. We haven't seen any kind of exhaustion selling on the downside to really kind of flush out the sellers and get everybody on the same side so we can rally strongly. So I'm still kind of wondering if we're going to see that tomorrow. Today's activity was kind of on the professional bars. You can see the professionals starting to buy down here at this cyclical support, professional blue down bar, and then getting the move going, buying this little jump in the creek move here. The low of that blue professional bar is not taken out, and so that shows professional buying here. And then they start to take profits as we kind of move on through 35 up to 40 here, and we kind of come back down. On the 1500 tip bar chart, you can see this, so pre-open we had blue professional bars kind of taking profits here, and then the professionals kind of stepped in down at the lows here, bullish divergence after exhaustion selling, blue professional bars, and then that was kind of the start of this rally. Must admit I was trying to get short here initially, took a losing trade 1.25 points, and then took my time getting long. I think I got long about I got long at 29.75, and I think it was around here at this blue professional bar when that got broken to the high side. And you can see this move was characterized, we didn't really see kind of conviction in terms of the professionals until we had this activity here with professionals on the highs and professionals here. Through this move all the way to end of trend, these professional bars that we were seeing were on the downside. So down bar we kind of flip up. If the professionals were taking profits at this end of trend, you'd have seen them in these couple of bars on the way up to the end of trend, not here. And then at this point here, you can see they caught this cyclical support area, bullish divergence, and the move kind of kept on going. So it was interesting to on this, I got long 29.75, but it was out for 3, and the thing went for way more than that, and I just kind of lost confidence, and should, when I saw these Rambo patterns here, need to be waiting for professional activity combined with kind of the cycles and momentum and so on, they will show you where the professionals are kind of getting in and out. So that was a poor exit on my part on that long trade. Came back in though at 33.75 and made up 2.25 points for my fall for the day. So I was happy at the end of the day to be out 4 points, 3 trades, but it was kind of one of those choppy up days. Had a bias on the upside, but it wasn't a particularly fun day to trade. Anyway, so hope your trading went well today. I'll tag on my day trades, but again, just think we're waiting for some kind of news over the next 2, 3, whatever days it's going to take, and then the market will absorb that, figure out which way it's going to go, and what it means for bonds and equities. Short 2800 even. Checking stops and targets. Not a particularly good entry, but we're in a downstring on the 4500 tip bar chart. Pre the open on the 500 tip bar chart, we had end of trend, second cyclical turn after end of trend, and all of these flush signals going on here. So now we kind of broken below this cyclical support into a bit of a downtrend. We've had exhaustion, selling, bit of bullish divergence, but this isn't over. So we've got to kind of complete on this downside here. More blue professional bars kind of coming in here. So short 1328 even. It's a little bit messy here. Just so when short 28, we've kind of rallied all the way up to 30.5. We had bullish divergence come in 1500 tip bar chart and just bounced all the way back. And now we've had a couple of flush signals on the 500, signaling that we kind of flushed out the sellers at that point, and we might rally from here. And this last push up here, and with an up bar at 1330, as we come into a cyclical turn here on 15. So I don't think we've had enough kind of downside move. This is kind of professional bar up here, so I actually think we're still going to come down again, but we need to break this support level to do that. Don't want to sit through more than the retrace that we've actually had, so let's wait and see. Okay, that was quick actually, the way we went into 30 and 30, turned around, blue professional bar kind of came in, bearish divergence right on the 0 line, and we just crashed back down. So that's good. Not worried about this Emini bar kind of back into congestion. Cyclical resistance now on 15, and you can see 2 blue professional bars, and we're breaking below the lows of that on the 45. So we're now in the money here on this short. So hopefully we'll kind of break to new lows at 29.25 for a loss of 1.25. And just not sure what this is going to do. We've got support kind of come in on the 1500 tip bar chart. Potentially we've got support on the 45. We've had all these kind of bullish divergence patterns kind of come in now. I'm just wondering these blue professional bars if they're kind of jumping the creek or just ready to reverse. So let's just wait. Don't want to take any more heat on this trade. But if it starts kind of heading down through 28, we'll jump back in. Okay, just long 29.75. That was a very quick kind of rally back up to almost 32. Sold off here back to a resistance becomes support here on the 500 tip bar chart. Don't think this is over, although we've had exhaustion buying. Don't think this is over because we've not seen blue professional bars up at the highs, at least on the 1500 tip bar chart or the 500. So just back in, this time long 29.75. Okay, just had end of trend come up on the 500 tip bar chart. We're kind of coming back down, but just one blue professional bar here on 500. Still think we've got fine blue professional bars at the highs. I know we've had exhaustion buying up here, but just think we'll kind of head back up. Got to finish this on the upside. Okay, we just come up to some rainbow patterns on the 500 and 1500 tip bar chart. This support level held, and so we're heading back up. 33.75 is the target on this, and it'd be nice to get a push through. Again, no blue professional bars kind of yet kind of come in. A little bit of a ways from this cyclical turn. So still holding for long, but might get a little bit of weakness because of these Rambo patterns. It just came out at 32.75 for 3. Almost got up to 33.75 here, but the reason for getting out is I had a flush signal on the 500 tip bar chart. This is bearish divergence on 1500 tip bar chart. Just looking at it now, whether we're just going to punch up through, yeah, probably will. No blue professional bars yet here on the 1500 tip bar chart, so I'm a little bit early, but it was a poor entry, so kind of lucky to get 3 out of that move. So 33.75 did get taken out here on the 500 tip bar chart. Glad I didn't have to sit through this retrace that back to 32 though. So, but yeah, just the usual story, getting out too early. Again on the 1500 tip bar chart, no blue professional bars. So yeah, I had no business getting out there. Just got a little bit kind of scared out of that move. And as I'm looking at it, there's more in it, obviously. So. Yeah, usual story. Gone along 33.75. A little bit early in terms of a cyclical kind of cross here on 500 tip bar chart. Sorry, just checking my stops and targets. But all of this activity, kind of amateur down bar on the 1500 tip bar chart here. Just think we're going to retest back up. Again, no blue professional bars on the 1500 tip bar chart. I mean, we went all the way to the 35s. Unbelievable move. Got all kinds of exhaustion signals and so on, but again, not enough kind of blue professional bars at the highs to signal that that's kind of the stopping point yet. But let's see. So just long 33.75. That's rather good. We just kind of hit a little bit of resistance at 35. Bearish divergence here, but this last kind of push down, we kind of quickly got above that. All these amateur bars, kind of up bars, but 36 would be nice to get out. That'll give me 2.25 and 4 for the day, and I'm tempted to do that just because this has got to turn around soon. This will be an end of trend up here, but it's interesting, no blue professional bars yet. Amateur up bars on all these higher time frames. Just wait and see. Yep, just came out at 36 even for 2.25. So, and that ends up being end of trend. A whole series of blue professional bars here. This was a really kind of strong bar up, blue professional bar. Surprised nothing's come up on the 1500 tip bar chart here. Another exhaustion signal. So that's 4 points, 3 trades. Could have got a lot more in this move from these lows. I was just it was a poor entry long because I was kind of too focused on this short move. Anyway, not to worry, that's okay. And was it 9:24 Chicago time? I think this might be one of these kind of gap fill attempts, and this might be as far as we get on this move, but not confident on saying that until we get blue professional bars on the 1500 tip bar chart. Anyway, so still going to watch it for a while, see what happens, but quite happy with that so far.